Shalom, Yashala, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Haloyam Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakah Kwadash. For blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith in the work. Shall keep at it. It's your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. I got the disclaimer up again because I'm about to use some of the content for educational purposes. So I'm using the copyright disclaimer under section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. So this is the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 8 and verse 11. It says, because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the heart of the sons of men is fully set in them to do evil. All right, so seeing as though the Most High don't instantly punish you for your deeds, the majority of the Most High's people have no issues committing wickedness because people feel like the Most High owe them 80 years. And people feel that the Most High owes them a way out how they want to go out. People feel as though the Most High has promised them a full, healthy, fulfilling life. And that's not so. That don't fall in everybody's category. That some people fake, and some people is not. That some people walk, and some people is not. But because the Most High don't instantly bam you up for the wrong that you do, you find comfort in the idea that you're gonna grow old. But that's not promised to everybody. Right? Verse 12 says, though a sinner do evil 100 times and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear power, which fear before him. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feareth not before power. So with that being said, I'm going to let this video play and I'll be back.
So I feel like they knock your power out, your ass is gone. Like, you don't gotta have to be scared. You don't gotta have to be scared. Like, you gotta move strategically, militantly. Like, fucking, you don't do stupid shit, you know what I'm saying? And then fucking take the fire get up on you. How you think about that? Like, damn, do that bitch. And nigga, lights knock right out. You ain't got a chance to even think like this nigga shot me in the head. But they just go right out. I don't want to be in a situation, but I can think like that. I don't think niggas got no chance to think about no shit like that.
So you do think about death sometimes. What do you think?
I think it's common. Like, I don't think it's in my cards though. I done did so much shit, bro. Like, so much shit. I done stayed humble. I didn't like. It probably comes to like something like, man, nigga snake, bro. Some motherfucker like, oh, I don't like him. Like, so much malicious shit going on in the world, and I still like overrode that shit. I weathered the storm with all that shit. Like, I don't think it's in my cards. I really don't. Like, not to die like death, like somebody kill me. I think I'm dead old age. No cap.
In your sleep?
No, like, fuck.
Go outside.
No, just real fucking. Like, I'm gonna be fucking for real. I'm gonna have a heart attack.
In the old folks home?
No, fuck in my house. Fucking in my daughter. I got two 13-year-olds. So one of my daughters gonna put me in a nice house. I'm gonna be put up, and I might be having sex and I might die. Like, nigga ain't gonna kill me, bro. Like, this gonna be historic. Like, you gonna be like,
Well-known Chicago area rapper was killed in a drive-by shooting early this morning in the Auburn Gresham neighborhood. 31-year-old Tristan Hamilton was shot multiple times. According to the Sun-Times, he raps under the name FBG Cash. A 29-year-old woman with him was also shot, taken to the hospital in serious condition. It is believed Hamilton fired back at the shooter. Police don't have anyone in custody, at least not yet. 2 years ago, another rapper close to Hamilton, known as FBG Duck, was also shot and killed.
See, so I have no idea the mentality of a person that feel as though 80 years is owed them, and that have no remorse for the actions that they live in this earth at the present time, as though there is no get back for that. Script says you reap what you sow. So if your whole life you've been reaping wickedness and evil, and maybe you do try to sprinkle a little some so-called goodness inside of that with feeding the poor, but 9 times out of 10 you do that on some spectacle type thing, making sure everybody see you doing it, so it really don't count. I have no idea the mental of a person that feel that the Most High Creator of all things, the one that set laws, statutes, and commandments, and gave them to your forefathers, you so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, gave you right from wrong. I have no idea of the mental of a person that feel that they can do whatever it is they want to do, regardless of following right over wrong, and think that it's just going to automatically work out at the end and they going to get 80 years. Especially living certain lifestyles that a lot of the Most High people live. It's baffling to me. Like this man, and if you know anything about Chicago, Chicago is high in gang culture. The only rival to Chicago is California with the gang stuff. And if you notice, old boy name was FBG. That's like some gang stuff in Chicago. It's so many people that have that on their name that have been murdered in Chicago. Cause it's real out there. Right? It's real out there. I'll leave it at that. Right? So, as far as the mental of a person that lives that lifestyle, what make you think you gonna make it to 80 years? Yeah. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 5, and verse 2. It says, "Follow not thine own mind and thy strength to walk in the ways of thy heart." But it said, I done did all kinds of stuff, and I done made it through. I done got in all kinds of trouble and made it through. I don't think that I'm going to get killed. That was that man following his own mind and his own strength. His strength wasn't Yahweh by Shemi Hawashai. His strength was a Glock and money and street cred. That was his strength. And when he followed that, that ultimately led to his demise and so many others. This is just an example, because we see so many of our brothers and sisters that get taken out the same way with the same mentality. And it be somebody that tell them, hey man, this the way, walk ye in it. They don't want to hear that though. In fact, they mock when those words come out. We crazy or we soft because we speaking thus saith the Lord. The word. Scripture says man's goings are of the Lord. How then can a man understand his own way? So when you heard that word, That was your warning and your mark. So if you took heed of that word, that meant you were chosen from before the world began to take heed. If not, you were chosen to take that mark. And I ain't talking about the mark of the beast. I'm talking about the Ezekiel 9:4 mark, that mark for destruction. All right. Sirach chapter 5 and verse 3, it says, "And say not, who shall control me for my works? For Yahweh will surely revenge thy pride." That's a prideful statement, man. I'm not gonna die bro, you don't know what you're gonna do the next 5 minutes. You have no idea what you're gonna do in the next 30 seconds, let alone talking about 80 years. The Most High can stop your heart mid-speech, mid-stroll, could shut your body down. That's a prideful statement, right? Sirach chapter 5 and verse 4, "Say not, I have sinned, and what harm hath happened unto me? For Yahweh is long-suffering, he will in no wise let thee go." You can run, but you can't hide. Eventually, it's going to catch up with you, man. All right? I'm not scolding nothing. I'm speaking the absolute truth. And sometimes the truth hurt, but it need to be said. Like I said, I'm almost certain that this man heard some word somewhere. Maybe they tried to sugarcoat it because they knew who he was, and maybe he got a temper or something like that. Whatever. But our people need to hear the truth. I hear so many times people say, "Man, y'all don't come to the hood. Y'all don't speak this." Yes, we do. I be in the hood every Saturday. Hood don't listen though. The hood don't listen. It may be one out of a whole day. It may be one. It may be two. I don't know. But the hood don't listen. If you ain't out there speaking with gold chains around your neck, a gold grill, fresh to death from head to toe, hopping in a old school or foreign with some big wheels on it, the hood is not listening to you. Facts. If you haven't been out in the streets with a well-known name, man, the streets are not listening to you. But at the end of the day, the streets is getting marked for death. Who told you got to make it to Judgment Day before you leave this earth? I know the Most High called Esau the proud, but man, some of the Most High's people are proud. They proud too. I'm talking about extremely. So let me go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 26 and verse 10 says, "Let favor be shewed to the wicked, yet will he not learn righteousness. In the land of uprightness will he deal unjustly, and will not behold the majesty of Yahweh." Yes, the Most High allowed you to achieve a certain level of success. Yes, you got more money than the average person. Yes, you got a little bit more fame than the average person. Right? People know your name more than the average Joe. That's favor from Yahweh. You could use that platform for righteousness' sake. But do you know? You don't learn righteousness. You deal unjustly. And on top of all that, you really do feel like you blessed because you got the finance and the name. Not understanding. The Most High righteously setting you up for an example of Your position don't mean a damn thing. He'll bring you down just like he do everybody else. So be humble, right? The meek shall inherit the earth. So that means you need to be meek. And don't speak no foolishness like this, bro. Cause you not promised the next 5 minutes on this earth. You can hope. That's what's up. But as far as talking about boy, stop. So with that, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai Ratazah. These precepts in this video were edifying. Call Holoyim Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Harakak Wadash Shalom Yashalom.